everybody, this is Burke. Thank you so much for joining. Today I'm going to be talking about more fully acting upon synchronicity and synchronistic events. So stick around to the end of the video. I have a lot of good information here. I'll tie together some of the previous concepts. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you like it. And if you really like it, check out benburke.co to learn how to work together. So first, let me say that trusting yourself, the previous idea, is not an activity that you do once and it's done forever. There are multiple ideas here, multiple levels and dimensions of both trusting and self. So trusting yourself is not one thing. As you level up your ability to perceive more of you, you will be, in essence, redefining the idea of who you are altogether, and therefore the process of getting to know yourself and then trusting yourself is a practice, not an achievement. Initially, acting upon synchronicity does take a bit of blindness, as I talked about in the last video, but as stated, this can be done rationally and experientially with a feedback loop. So to more fully act upon synchronistic opportunities, you do have to be ready for action, and that's the idea here. And so the analogy here would be to think about a lightning strike. And in just a few microseconds in a lightning strike, the energetic equivalent of well over 100 barrels of petroleum is released. Consistently channeling this energy into an electrical grid would produce an enormous amount of sustainable energy for a very long time. The excitement of that fraction of a second would energetically carry itself into the future. And all that would be needed to do this is, one, the awareness that lightning carries this energy, two, a receiver of this energy, three, a transformer of this energy into a usable means, and perhaps most importantly, the means of utilizing the energy itself. So in the application of this idea to synchronicity, what it's not about is the fear of missing out on a particular occurrence of guided action. It's about excitement itself. Excitement can strike in the form of synchronicity in just a split second, in just a moment. And if you are not ready to take action upon it, then it obviously was not meant to be, but there is great learning in that moment to apply to the next moment. And so there are many times a fear or multiple fears in our subconscious programs that are holding us back from shifting our reality to one that is more authentically preferring itself very, very quickly. For example, many of us were raised to believe that we must work very hard for everything that we have. And there is, of course, great value in this statement insofar as it motivates us to create passionately from our heart. However, there is also limiting beliefs relative to this idea of worthiness. The interaction of the idea of worthiness and the idea of entitlement are often very confused culturally. But it's the idea of this particular belief, replacing it with one, say, that says, I am simply loving the experience of channeling my creative energy into action without any hesitation. This is just much more optimal for your process. So recognizing synchronicity relative to the analogy of the lightning strike is the awareness that lightning has the energy. Trusting synchronicity is the receptacle of that energy. Comprehending and perceiving synchronistic events transforms that energy into something that is potentially usable. Acting upon synchronicity in your highest excitement with that same feeling is the light bulb that is illuminated because of that energy through that channel. And what happens to you, or what you experience after you're acting upon the synchronicity, is simply observing the results of the process, or the light that is now being shown through this channel. So more fully acting upon synchronicity is more fully finding value in the process of trusting yourself as an activity, not as a means to an end. When you act upon a synchronicity with excitement, not with dread or concern or worry. It creates an immediate positive feedback loop to yourself, which fuels more of the same activity. Acting upon a synchronicity without the need to be validated by a particular external response is a faster, more efficient, more effective means of manifesting the feelings that you desire. Doing anything with the idea that you are doing it only in order to receive something in the future essentially takes you further away from your present moment and only slows the feedback process down. And so, as we all know, the feeling of recognizing a synchronistic event is one that is profound, that coincidence that is just so undeniably, profound is the word. It captures our attention, and there's great excitement in that feeling. The idea with more fully acting upon synchronicity is, of course, to continue to take more and more guided actions upon synchronicity. But more importantly, it's the idea that when you take action upon a synchronistic event, that you do so in the same vibrational frequency as that which you experienced in recognizing and perceiving the synchronicity itself, which is that capturing of attention, profundity, excitement, your highest excitement. By doing this, you are basically magnifying the intention and the potential of that physical outcome to take that action, while at the same time you're releasing the need to have the physical feedback provide itself to you in order to experience that desired state of being. It takes that all out of the process. You're doing exactly what you want to do because, very simply, it is exciting for you to do it. This practice can automatically remove what we call, or what people call, limiting beliefs. It can remove judgments about yourself, and as well as the experience, judging the experience itself. And it also removes any expectations that you might have about the future that essentially weigh you down, that bring you out of your present moment. So moving into an observer perspective is very helpful in this. And of course, getting into your alignment with the observer perspective, observing yourself as the experiencer of the experience, is a practice. This moving into observer is a practice in and of itself, and it's done primarily through a combination of meditation, contemplation, and mindfulness. Observing yourself taking such a bold and expressive action based solely upon your trust for yourself is profound. You will feel, and you do, many of us already do this, you feel like you are watching your favorite kind of love story, or that feeling you have of resolution in a drama when you observe yourself going through this process. And you bring forth an energy of gratitude, essentially is the word for it, that you're going to inevitably feel for yourself as the one that is doing it. This feeling of gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions that you can create with. And so acting upon synchronicity with simultaneous heartfelt gratitude and joy for yourself is the idea of more fully acting upon synchronicity. So thank you for watching. Hopefully this is helpful. We'll have a couple more videos on synchronicity. My name's Ben Burke. Check out benburke.co for more information. Like, subscribe, comment, and share this video if you like it. Thank you so much.